Hi, welcome to Danette Gets Creative. I'm Danette. Here we are, back here with my mixed media 4 seasons tree, and I'm going to work on spring. So I have this little scrap of pink material. I'm just cutting some circles. It's just a cotton fabric. So just simple circles. And then I just pre-cut a few of them from before I started the video. And now I'm doing the same thing, except I'm cutting these circles out of a thinner material, maybe an organza, maybe. Well, just the same similar shade of pink. And then I want a third layer. So I'm going to finish up with this light pink organza. And my circles are really by no means any perfect shape of circles. You can see some are ovals, some are big, some are small. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the exact same thing with this creamy white organza. Just lightweight. Cutting out a bunch of circles. And then cutting out a bunch more circles to create the blossoms on the tree. So there we go, I've got some circles to work with. I'm going to take one fabric, one pink, and one white. And I'm going to put those on and put a stitch in the middle. So I'm going to get those out of the way. Just using sewing machine thread, sewing machine cotton, to sew them down. So my thought is I'm going to put tiny little beads as the center. And as you watch here, I do create a flower with a tiny bead in the middle. But I actually don't like the small bead. It's actually too small. So you'll see here shortly, when I come back with a different clip, I actually end up using a bigger center because I found that this center was just too small. It just didn't add enough of a contrast. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking my scissors and I'm just doing little snips from the outer edge into the middle to kind of create petals. Taking my fingers and fluffing it up a little bit to create that blossom look. So here you can see I've made a second blossom, but I used the bigger beads. So I went through and finished all the blossoms, and what I'm doing now is I'm kind of creating those little green buds that you would see on the tree. The buds that would just be starting to come as leaves. So I'm using a 6-stranded embroidery floss, and I'm wrapping it around 3 times to create my French knot. Giving a little tug. I'm dealing with that little bit of wood that's on the outer edge of a frame. So, a little tug, there we go. So I'm creating little green buds, the little spots that would be on the tree before the leaves open. So I'm going to continue here, doing my French knots, 3 wraps around, giving it a little pull through, and I'm sorry I'm kind of off of the screen there a little bit. It's a little hard to manage the canvas board, the camera, and be all in screen at the same time. It's a little awkward. So again, I apologize for sometimes being off screen. So just going to finish up with those little green buds, and then you'll see a picture at the end of the finished product. So here we are. Spring is done, and I don't know where you are in the world, but here in Canada, spring is actually here. The seasons of spring is actually here, but here in Calgary where I live, we actually got a big dump of snow the other day, so it doesn't look much like spring. So creating these pink blossoms and these little green buds was a nice change from what I see when I look out the window. Anyway, there you go. These are the spring blossoms and the little buds. Hope you're enjoying this project. I am having an absolute blast creating it. And we have one more to create, so I hope you come back next time where I create the winter. Take care. Bye.